Welcome to the press conference from Jamaica in the Copa América USA 2024. Here with us, the coach Heimir Hallgrímsson and Wes Harding will be the operator for us. Okay, remember everything about the press conference rules. We have a broadcast camera in the back. Please, for translation, we have QR codes here to everyone to get the translations. You can get. If you need the code, is CA 2024. Bienvenidos a todos a la conferencia de prensa de la CONMEBOL Copa América Estados Unidos 2024. Les recordamos los protocolos para la conferencia de prensa. En la parte trasera tenemos una cámara de producción. Entonces, por favor, tener el cuidado al momento de levantar su mano para poder brindar la pregunta. De igual manera, les recordamos que están habilitados la aplicación de traducción que pueden escanear para poder tener de igual manera descargar la conferencia. Le damos la bienvenida a Heimir Hallgrímsson y a Wes Harding de la selección jamaiquina para aperturar el piso para sus preguntas.
Question for the coach first. Talk to us about your general approach to tomorrow's game. Obviously, we're trying to achieve our first win since we've been playing the Copa America, and I'm sure another objective is to give some playing time and some opportunities to players who haven't played as much and also get fresh legs. So how do you balance the different objectives in terms of you're deciding on the lineup for tomorrow?
Yeah, it's you kind of said it. We go for this game for the win. We go for this game to win it. Of course, we hoped and wished that we were in a different position than we are. But it is what it is. But the squad has been really upbeat. It's good morale. The players are happy and together. And I give them a lot of credit for the atmosphere still in the camp. Could have been negative now, not having a chance. But of course, we go into this match wanting to win. Is for a lot of reasons important for us to get a win. But anyway, no matter what the result will be, I think this is a really important tournament for Jamaica in working towards qualifying for the World Cup in 2026. Probably the closest thing to a World Cup that we can participate in. So there has been a lot of questions. Are we good enough to qualify for the World Cup? Now we have played Mexico, we have played Ecuador. Both teams were in the Qatar World Cup, so we have played two World Cup teams. And in my opinion, I'm a bias, of course. In my opinion, we have matched them in all areas. So if anyone was in doubt that Jamaica is good enough to qualify for the World Cup in 2026, I hope those doubts are gone. And for the players themselves, they know now it's just margins, even not margins that we can control, that have made that we don't have a point today. So no, we go into this match optimistic that we will get the win for sure. But balancing, of course, like you said, we want to see some players getting some playing time.
Coach Heimir, how you doing? Haven't seen you since the Copa America. And I asked you at that moment how you felt, with being with Ecuador and Venezuela and Mexico. In that moment, it was a goal for you guys to qualify to the Copa America. And you told me that same thing you just said now. This is the closest thing you can do. You can play, getting closer to the World Cup. And as you just said, you guys played two great games, and now you play against Venezuela. And Venezuela, as you know, they already had 2 wins. My question is, how do you see Venezuela now?
Well, they are the surprise package of the tournament, I would say. No, we've analyzed them before. We knew they were hardworking, honest team with great individuals. But how they have performed, especially with the confidence they are playing now, has been impressive to see, and lots of compliments from us to the coaching staff and how the players have done this to wins. But it's still the same. It's high intensity team. Tacos, they will really, really work their socks off for their country. And doesn't matter what the opponent is, they will always struggle playing against a team like this when you have all of this hard work, tactical awareness, ambitious players and honest players. They always go back really quickly. So, no, I've been impressed seeing their matches, even more than my analyzation before the tournament.
Hello, good afternoon. Alejandro Villegas from Sports Venezuela. What has your team missed in the first two games, do you think, in this Copa America so far? And analyzing Venezuela, you just talked about them, but what do you think your team can do better against them to really do some damage and maybe score some points in this game?
No, at this level is all about margins. It's all about margins. It's staying focused, staying concentrated the whole game. And for example, the goals we have conceded have been kind of a fluke. 2 goals against Ecuador scored. One was up in the air, spinning in the air behind our goalkeeper. Second was a penalty that was not a penalty, and then the third goal was when we gave it all in trying to equalize. So we opened up at the back. That was kind of decided that we would just take the chance to try to equalize in the end, and you can always concede a goal at the back end. But just stay focused. And for me, the difference in both these matches is marginal. It's just marginal, and it's a routine. When you play competitions like this, you will always improve in these areas. Staying focused, because at this level, if you lose concentration for a second, you're punished.
And I have a question for yourself. You are a fantastic soccer player. We've seen you in this past years make it to the national team. My question is, how does it feel to be in the Copa America? Because this is fantastic for you, huh?
Yeah. Thank you for the compliment, by the way. No, it's amazing to be here. I've said to the coach and players, it's a true blessing to be at such a big tournament. I'm born in England, so the Euros, which is what most of that side of the world is watching, I grew up watching, and watching this over here, being involved in it now is just, as I said, it's a blessing. So I'm so happy to be here.
So you talked about the Euros that are going on right now, and now you're playing in this competition. How do you compare the two of them? You obviously played there, and then you have the feeling of that football, and now playing here. And how do you think those two match?
I think they match. It's exactly the same, just on two different sides of the world, I guess. As I said, I watched both growing up, so I'm just genuinely so happy to be here. But as we've touched on, we feel like we can. I'm not just happy to participate. I really think that we could do better than we've done. But as Coach Sutton touched on, it's fine margins in football, so it's quite disappointing, but it is what it is, I guess.
Another question for Wes. So tomorrow is the last game in the Copa America for us, and then the attention turns to World Cup qualifying, Nations League, etc. You're back in the squad after a little while out. Talk to us about the competition for places within the squad and the mindset of being ready when the coach calls your number.
Yeah, I think you always have to be ready, whether you're starting or not. If you're starting, you need to be playing well, knowing that you could come out of the team whenever. But if you're not starting, you need to be ready to be called upon. So that's been my position as of late, just being ready to be called upon. So I'm ready whenever to play. In regards to Nations League, World Cup qualifiers, of course I want to play a part of that, but it's about being ready and being ready to be called upon and performing when you are called upon. So that's my response.
We thank to the coach Heimir Hallgrímsson and Wes Harding for being part of the press conference CONMEBOL Copa America USA 2024. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.